This episode is brought to you by Jewel Osco. Jewel Osco has become the new fucking Disneyland. In a time like this, where we're quarantined and we're staying away from people and we can't fucking do anything, everybody goes to Jewel Osco. And even though you're not supposed to get 6 feet within each other, and you're not supposed to go to large gatherings, if 700 people go to Jewel Osco at the same time, it kind of doesn't really make sense, but nobody talks about it. And then Amazon doesn't want to ship your fucking groceries, so that's kind of confusing. So I'm trying to do the right thing and stay home, but Amazon is like, no, we're not shipping this week. Okay, great. So now I have to go. What am I going to do to fucking eat? Okay, or have fun. Honestly, there's so many people that just go to Jewel that I've seen with two things. They're just going to go. You know, you don't need fucking groceries. You have 75 meals that are frozen and steaks and chickens and so many things. I know people are stocked up, but you're going to Jewel to get fucking what? To get one thing. The funny thing is that when I go to Jewel, the lines that are full are the self-checkout ones, which is just like quick things. But then I noticed that when I talk to my brothers or my dad or my mom or people online, I'll be like, hey, what have you guys been doing? You know, I go grocery shopping. That's good. Yeah, what do you get every fucking day? Guys, just stay home, okay? That's all I'm trying to say. That's what the whole joke is. The joke is to shut the fuck up and stay home. And I clearly was going to Jewel too fucking many times because I realized, like, oh, I see this guy every fucking day now. Well, I should probably stop showing up here, you know? So I think we're doing a little too many Jewel trips, and we gotta just chill the fuck out, okay? I know it gets a little annoying. It's a little fucking much to be home. But if you are lucky enough to not be home with people that you don't hate, or you don't hate your fucking family, then you're fine, you know? Also, if you're married, this is what I was thinking about. Okay, this episode is the sex partners part 2. I'm going to get to those in a second. I just want to get a little rambling thoughts out of the way, okay? What I was thinking about is if you are, this isn't even a long thing either, but imagine like, you know how you go through the stages of like, you're fucking dating, it's great, it's at its peak, and then you kind of make it official and you're officially married and you move in and you have like a few peak years of like, we're finally moved in, we're enjoying it, we're having friends over. I'm talking about marriage here. And then you get married either after moving in or before, whatever your fucking system is. But then, you know, you're kind of like, after a few years, I would imagine that you're like, you want to have people over, you want to do things, but you want to do them fucking separately. So the husband goes to work, now you're having your girls over and you're enjoying your time because your husband's gone. And it's kind of like, you know what, I could fucking take a breather from him. And then for the guys, they're going to work and then they're like, you know what, yeah, let's go out to eat. And then you call your wife and you're like, hey, figure it out, I'm going to go eat with my guys, all right, or whatever. But now you're like, you have to be next to each other. And I know that like, I love being with my girlfriend, okay? I love it, and I could spend every day with her for 5 weeks. But I do know that there's like, and I actually realized this the least with my current girlfriend, which probably means a good thing. But with my past girlfriends, like 3 days in a row, and I'd be like, all right, you know what, let's just take a fucking break. Like, I don't like to really be around the person that often. Luckily, my girlfriend now doesn't bother me. She's not annoying. I enjoy being with her. She doesn't just like look at me and fucking want to argue every 3 seconds. So it's kind of good, but I know that there are relationships that when you see each other too many times, you start to get a little, I don't know, not like annoyed with their presence. You start to get a little bit like, hey, why don't you fucking go home? And when you're just start dating, it's kind of like you have the choice to like, hey, let's hang out today, or you just say you don't want to hang out. But when you're like moved in, you can't do that, but you could at least go out and you could like do things to kill time. But now for all you quarantine motherfuckers that are with your husband or wife and you're like starting to get annoyed of them, you guys are fucked, because now it's like you're just forced to get a divorce soon. So shout out to all you guys. I don't really know I don't have any solution. Maybe I do. Maybe on the fly I got one. Here's my solution. If you're a husband and wife and you're kind of getting annoyed of each other and you're listening to this show, let me be the icebreaker, okay? Be like, "Hey man," or "Hey babe, I just watched this show and it was about this fucking kid. He's got a football head, long story, paints his nails. It's really weird, but I watch him sometimes. Anyways, you've been really fucking annoying lately, and I think you should sleep on the couch." Maybe you could incorporate a little bit. You can make it a little bit smoother, but you could kind of bring me into it. You could be like, "Hey, he was talking, and okay, here's what you say. Sorry, the first time that was shitty. You say, "Hey, I was listening to this comedy podcast, and this guy was talking about how if a husband and wife are getting annoyed of each other, or boyfriend and girlfriend that live together in this quarantine time, it would be fun to sleep in separate rooms." And then if she's like, "Well, babe, we only have a one bedroom place," be like, "Awesome. We can build a fucking fort in the bathroom and you can sleep in there and act like you're really excited, like it's going to be fun for you guys both." And then when she goes in there, then you could play your Xbox or do whatever. So that's just one solution. If you don't like it, that's fine. You don't have to. Thank fucking God that I am not one of those people right now, because I really enjoy to just chill out and like I can be in my room, but when I have people in my room, like if it's my girlfriend, again, different story, but when there's people in my room, like my brothers, my girlfriend, and then my dad, and everybody wants to just talk in my room, then I freak the fuck out. Okay, then it's like we have so many other places we can talk. Get the fuck out of my room, okay? Especially now. Like now, the only person I want being in my room is me, my girlfriend, and one of my brothers when I'm showing them a video or playing a game. Otherwise, fucking 6 people in a 14 by 18? No thanks. So that's kind of where my head's been at this past week. Also, what's another thing I was gonna say? Oh yeah, if anybody's got an Xbox, fucking hit me up. Sneaker sales are being affected by this, is what I'm noticing, because when you need food and you need shelter, okay, and you can't do much, and you're not seeing anyone, like, not only do I not give a fuck what I wear, but I'm saving all my clothes. Like, I'm re-wearing the same outfits and shit, which everybody knows that you're doing that, but I'm like trying to, like, I have like 4 pairs of sweatpants that I've just been wearing, and that's it. And then like the occasional shorts, and I have like 3 hoodies and 3 t-shirts that I'm just rotating, because I don't want to wear my nice shit and like to impress who? My fucking dresser? You know what I mean? It's like, it really ruined a lot of shit for me. And now is especially the time where I'm not gonna go and buy shoes, because I don't even wear shoes anymore. I'm not going, like, the only, so it's hurting the market. So what my plan is to do is to just be a fucking bum for however long this lasts. Just basically be a piece of shit. I am planning on making a couple more YouTube videos, and incorporating all that, which I'm not going to talk about and get you guys hyped for. I'm just going to drop them. This is just a little hint that I'm giving. But yeah, I want to like do a little bit more stuff with this fucking setup that I have. And otherwise, like, that's fucking it. I'm not going to go out. Not going to do anything. Can't even fucking order shit anymore. So, and I tried to order like lights and cool stuff for my room, but they come like April fucking 40th. So that sucks, Anyways, let's get to the topic of the show. So last week I talked about this sex partners question that I asked you guys on Instagram. I said, if the guy or girl that you're talking to has slept with a lot of people, does that change your perspective on them? Does it make you want to, does it pull you back from pursuing a relationship with that person? If you're in a relationship with someone and they tell you, you just fucking find out now how many people they slept with, does that change your mind? Does it make you want to date someone else just because of that number? That was kind of the question. We had a lot of responses last week. They're really good. And we got even more this week, including some longer ones. Last week was kind of like the short and simple ones. This week we got the people that really give a fuck, which is cool. So first one, this first one's the only short one. This guy says, nope, it's just sex. Only has so much meaning as you decide to give it. That's fair, right? This next person's got a different take. Doesn't stop me, but I don't love it. And I've been with like 10 people, which I don't regret the number, but maybe the people themselves, because some are tragic, but it's like something that happens and you kind of get used to it. There's more. Okay, so she says, you kind of get used to it and use it as a learning experience to figure out what you do and don't like and what works for you and what doesn't. That's definitely true. You know, you got to fucking eat 10 hamburgers to figure out if you like medium rare, if you like cheese, if you like tomatoes on it, what kind of bun you like. You have to have experience to gauge your preference. And in bed, it's almost like it's harder because different people bring different shit to the game, okay? Mexican women bring a different fucking game and more aggressive, a lot sexier usually. And I mean sexier as in like they're more passionate. This is from my experience, okay? From my experience. And I don't know, white girls are usually more of just a lay down and you do the fucking work type of thing. There are the occasional white girl that will actually get on top of you and ride you, and they're very forward and they're grabbing your dick and they're an aggressor in bed and they're making the first move. But man, a fucking big amount, okay? I've only really had sex with white, Mexican, and like an Asian woman, which I don't know if those words are offensive. If they are, please don't take it serious. I just have a lack of knowledge in other fucking substitutes. The Asian girl was fun, you know, it was good. It was kind of dull. I'll say it was dull. It was like, you know, it was like a 6 out of 10. White girls, I've had 9 out of 10, and I've had a fuckload of 3 out of 10s. And I'm not saying looks; they're all beautiful, but in bed, how they have sex with me, it was like, really? It's almost like you think they're sleeping. You know, you're like, hey, are we fucking doing this or what? And they're like, yeah, fuck me, let's do it. Come on, fuck me. And you're like, all right. And then you do a fucking doggy style, and then you flip them on the side, and then you turn them over, and then you realize like, hey, I've moved you 8 fucking times. When are you gonna like say, hey, let me get on top of you, babe? When are you gonna do something that you decide? And then even when, you know, it's a long story, okay? But we all know that if you're looking for amazing sex and you're a guy and you want if you're looking for a girl to give you amazing sex, I don't think white women are the best answer. That's all I'm going to say, okay? That's it. I think you could find a lot better. And I think some of the best are the ones that I haven't even been with, you know? There's some categories, some nationalities that I haven't touched yet, and like even Brazilians and shit, I hear that they're fucking crazy. Oh, Canada is one of them. I've had sex with a couple Canadian girls, and they were cool. You know, they're definitely more aggressive, even though they're white. It's like Canadian and white. I don't know. Anyways, I know what my girlfriend's just looking at. This like, really, Ange? That's what you fucking talk about? It's like, hey, I was making a fucking connection. All right. Not saying to go out and sleep with a bunch of people, but don't stop if the opportunity comes in a way. It's beneficial to an extent. Yeah, what I just explained, it's very beneficial. And for girls out there that are having sex with guys, I know that there's a very blatant difference in different, I don't want to say different colors of men, but different kinds of men, you know? White's got the fucking, usually around the 3 to 6 range when it comes to inches. Then there's there's the 9 and above class that, you know, some people like to dip into. And there's also the 3 and under. And I'm not going to say what I think, who falls into what, but you guys know what I'm talking about, right? So yeah, everybody's got a different thing that they're into. But the other thing is, for some really dominant guys, you might just want a girl that's going to like lay there so you could fuck the shit out of her, or is going to like let you do whatever you want to her because you're such a dominant. Like, I'm not shitting on white women. I'm just saying that it seems to be a common theme that when I think wow, she didn't really do much. It happens to always be with the same type of chick. Or in the future it was. In the future. In the past it was. Um, no, I prefer, this person says, this is a friend of mine. This is Morgan. No, I prefer the person that I'm seeing to have some experience rather than none at all. Also, body count doesn't necessarily matter as long as they're clean. That's fair. Okay, that's good. Morgan, you did a good job there. Then she goes, is this one about dick to vagina or everything else? Hey, I said the fucking word sex. Nobody besides you in 2020 at age 18 and up, nobody thinks that sex means oral sex. You know what I mean? Dude, I had sex with this girl last night. Oh my, here, this is Morgan. Oh my God, she gave you like oral, or was it anal, or are you talking about? No, we had sex. Well, you're saying, you mean dick to vagina? Morgan, sex is when the penis, when the stick enters the hole, okay? This just to make it better for you personally to understand in your fucking brain. Yes, all of this, when I say sex, I mean dick to vagina. Um, but yeah, it is better to have someone with experience. I definitely agree. And it's hard because I fell in love with a girl that didn't have a lot of experience, and I don't mean currently. I mean in my past, okay? And the girl that I'm with now, she didn't really have that much experience either, but she was definitely like knew what she was doing. The girls before, they didn't know what the fuck they were doing, and we were also younger, so this is not a dig to them. I didn't really know what I was doing. The first time when I lost my virginity, we lost our virginity together, so it was perfect because we like, I didn't fucking know what my dick was doing, and she didn't know what it was doing, and like I didn't know what fucking doggy style was, and it's not like she had any clue. So it was great because we learned it all together, and we could literally like look up online, like what, how do you make sure? Or we were little kids, so it's like, how do you make sure when you put the condom on that she doesn't grab it and then whips off? How do you make sure that the condom isn't whipping when you guys are having sex? And then you text her and you're like, babe, I just found out that if we don't use two condoms at the same time, it's not going to whip. And then you guys figure it out together because you're fucking young. We weren't that young. We didn't literally talk like that. But then the next time around, I had already slept with like a handful of people, and my girlfriend was a virgin, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it because she played the fuck out of me in a smart way. Okay, because she was a virgin, she led me on, and I was like very sex forward. I was very hookup forward. I had been with a lot of people at the time, and she was like, nah, like I'm not fucking just sleeping with you the first month. And I was like, okay, well, now I'm in love with you. You know what I mean? Because it's so foreign. That's kind of the way to get like the fuck boy. If you know that there's a fuck boy that's a good guy at heart, like that's kind of what I was my whole fucking life. Like, yes, I was a fuckboy for a while, and I slept around a lot, but I was a good guy. Like I made girls laugh a lot. I took them out. I paid. I wasn't fucking abusive. I wasn't mean. And even in my hookup phases, it would still involve like going out to a date and like having fun, going to get ice cream, coming back, watching a movie. It wasn't just like walk in the door, fuck you, leave, and ghost you. I was very personal with these people, and a lot of the people I could tell you shit about them. Like it was more of a good relationship with sex, and then 2 years later they call me a fuckboy because we didn't date, or I was an asshole to a few. But yeah, if you want to really play someone, if you know that a girl has a lot of sex or a guy has a lot of sex, and you want that person, and you think that there's something there, the way to go is to not have sex with them, and like make it like you gotta fucking earn it. Like I had like 3 months talking to this girl, and we had only like made out. And I was going fucking insane because I was crazy about her, and I wanted to like learn everything about her. And it was almost like forced out of that way, but it made the relationship a lot more real. And I respected that a lot more about her, that she like didn't just give it up like a lot of people did in high school. So that was really cool, and it worked. So for all you dick to vagina people out there that have sex in a dick to vagina way, If you want to make the person want you more, chill and just be like, nah. If they're like, hey, I think you're really hot, and they're like jerking off, be like, hey, keep jerking yourself off, pal, because I'm not doing shit for another 4 months until I see that you're serious about it. Guys will go insane for you if you're a girl or a guy and you do that. I think girls are a little bit less to like really wanna like. I think if a girl is messaging a guy and she really wants to fuck him, and the guy's like, nah, it's kind of hot the first time or like for a first couple weeks, but after a while, if the girl's like, hey, I wanna fuck you, and the guy's like, nah, I'm playing hard to get, then she's gonna be like, okay, fuck you, I'm gonna find someone else, because it's a lot easier for girls to get guys than it is for guys to get girls in some cases. Okay, I don't want to get fucking shot for saying that, but in most cases, I feel it's true. All the feminists are like, well, excuse me, I'm gonna object here. Just relax. It's not that big of a deal, okay? Maybe I'm wrong. It doesn't matter to me. Okay, this is an answer that I don't understand. So the question is, if you find out that your boy or girlfriend has had sex with a lot of people, does it stop you from pursuing the relationship or change your mind? This person goes, it doesn't matter to me. I've held her hand while she fucked my friend. Okay, so does it? I mean, I guess he answers it doesn't matter, but the last part didn't really fucking ask for that. So then someone, this was off of Reddit. I have like 2 responses that are from Reddit. So then someone responded and goes, is that something y'all are into? And they go, I'm thinking yes, they're probably into that, quote unquote. Then the actual person goes, yes, but casually. Not something we're hard up on sneaking out. It happens when it happens. So then someone else responds and goes, I'm not trying to be judgy Mick Judge face, but I just don't get it. If you're both happy and not hurting anyone, keep doing what you're doing. It's not how many they had, but why and under what circumstances they racked up so many. That's the next answer. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand, like, how can you... Hey, you accidentally was holding someone's hand and got fucked? I don't know. I don't get that one. I don't even understand what I was going to say to this one. Now I'm like, why did I put this in here? So some people out there are holding hands with their friends and getting fucked by their boyfriends, and that's what we learned there. I got nothing to say. Next response, it's not how many they had, but why and under what circumstance they've racked up so many, and whether there's a tendency there that will continue. Definitely painting little figures down their car fender is a bad sign. Dude, I don't know what I'm saying right now. I don't know the car fender part, and maybe that's like a joke at like a... I don't get the car joke. Okay, I don't get that one in one ear and out the fucking other. But under what circumstances, I don't give a fuck, really. I think that, yeah, there are some circumstances. You were drunk, you slept with a guy, you blacked out, you woke up in his bed. I want to judge that story, okay? And because that's kind of a common story, especially with girls that are in college. There's a lot of like, oh, I didn't fucking realize it, but I think we had sex. I don't even know. And like they say that they don't know, which I don't like. I'm not a fucking fan of that story, okay? And even me trying to not be a jealous guy, trying to not be fucking an asshole, when I hear that, it's like, okay, I don't want to hear about that, because it makes me sad. It makes me like worried that like, why did you let yourself get drunk and then let some guy take you home and then not give, like, there's just so much, like, you're so out of control that it bothers me, and I'm a control freak and it's not my fucking life, so I shouldn't care. But it's like, hey, why? And then I bring myself to like, you know what, that was 3 years ago, that was in her past, it shouldn't matter. And it shouldn't matter if she's telling you, yeah, I had sex with 10 guys, and in the past month, I've been blacked out, drunk, and fucked by 5 of them. Maybe you could be like, all right, you know what? Maybe this is a little weird, and let's talk next month. Be nice about it, but kind of exit that shit. If she's like, yeah, my freshman year, I drank a lot, I got fucked up a lot, and I hooked up with a few guys, you can't, as much as you want to get mad, there's nothing you could fucking do. There's nothing you could do about any of them, but there's nothing you could do, and like you're not right in like getting mad at that or trying to like change. You can't change anything because it's years ago, and you have no right to get mad. So you kind of just have to eat that one. And for guys, I mean, guys' excuse is like, I don't know. There are so many guys that just make shit up that they're like, I was a rough time in my life and I just couldn't find the right girl to fall in love with, so I was testing them all out. No. Here's the answer. It's fucking 1 a.m. I don't have school tomorrow morning and I don't want to beat off today. So what did I do? I don't know. I hit up a few of my friends and some of them were down to hang out and I picked a lucky one and we fucking hung out. It's like, I mean, be real. Guys are a lot more animalistic with that type of shit. I think girls look for like reason in sex a lot, or like they look for reasons in why they're having sex with this person that are like because of that person. Like a girl will say, "Well, I had sex with him because he was really funny and it was a great time. I had sex with this guy because I thought he was really cute. I had sex with this guy because I thought I'd give him a shot." Like, there's at least reasons. I feel like when I talk to a lot of my girlfriends about sex, there's always reasons of why they did it with this person. Even if they regretted it, they always say like, I thought he was really great and then he ended up fucking having a 2-inch cock. I didn't know. And then you're like, oh, that sucks. But it starts out as like, he was so nice and he was cool and he was cute. And there's always reason. With guys, it's always like, I don't know, man. I just was fucking horny. So guys are just really shitty about hookups and having sex. And I think that's why guys rack up so fast, because it's like, unfortunately, and I could say it because I've been there, like, I wasn't really like, well, Stephanie is really sweet and, I appreciate that. Therefore, I want to have dick to vagina sex with her. I was like, no fucking way. I don't know. You're hot. Let's fucking go, babe. I didn't care. And that, for that fucking reason alone, I think that's why guys are quicker to be like 10, 20, 30, and girls are more like 5 to 10, because guys are just the shittier gender, okay? They're careless gender, all right? So many people, I don't know what the fuck I am. So many people are probably like, so are you a feminist? Are you not? Are you shitty to women? Are you really nice? Do you like people? Are you fucking not? Because I realize I say so many things that like at 1 minute I could be really offensive and then the next minute I'm like really fucking nice. I don't know, guys. That's just kind of, I am who I fucking am. All right. I don't hate anybody. I don't dislike anyone. I just kind of say shit. This is a girl named Kaylee. She's a longtime listener, big fan, friend of mine. I'm a big fan of her. I didn't mean she's a big fan of the show. She might not be, but she listens sometimes. Body counts mean nothing. I was with someone before them. I was with someone before them as they were with someone before me. Now the issues with my ex was him comparing me to those people. That is grounds for uncomfort and questioning as I felt. So I said, oh, wow, like during sex he'd say shit, or what do you mean? And she goes, afterwards. Or would just be like openly, yeah, I fucked my blah and got this out of it. And I'm like, oh, nice. We'd walk past a restaurant. He'd be like, yeah, I fucked the manager. And I'm like, okay, thanks. This is her saying all this to me. And what he liked in bed that other girls did and how I should do it. Okay, now here. I respond and I go, hey, I kind of done that shit before and I feel like a shithead. I said, oh, wow, that sounds uncomfortable. I've definitely said like, oh yeah, I've slept with her before to my girlfriend, but now that I think of it, it's probably shitty of me, so thanks for the heads up. I fucking recognized when I was wrong, and I became better from it, which is good, because I think that a lot of guys don't, like I will walk into a restaurant with my friends and be like, oh dude, I fucked that girl, like I don't, like it's so awkward, we start laughing about it, I tell them a story about her, and we all laugh, and it's like funny, but I think like sometimes, especially when you're really close to your girlfriend, like I'll walk in a place with my girlfriend and be like, oh my God, I just got fucking, I just saw the girl that I had sex with like 4 months ago before we started dating. And then my girlfriend's sitting there and what the fuck is she supposed to do? She's sitting there like, sick, awesome. Now I'm psyched to be here. And then I feel bad because I shouldn't have said that. And then obviously she's pissed off because who wants to eat pizza after thinking about your fucking boyfriend eating this girl's ass that's serving on you? You know what I mean? So when I heard that how she said it, I was like, yeah, that's shitty. But comparing in bed, I really try to not do, and I hope I don't do it often. I think that I joke around sometimes, and I'll be like, yeah, she used to do this. It was so fucking bad. And that's like saying how bad other people are. I would never be like, hey, can you do this? Because Sarah used to do this. Like, that's fucked. So I think that I have kind of done some of this shit, which for all the guys listening out there, don't do that. Because just hearing how it sounds from this girl Kaylee's perspective, yeah, it sounds like shit. Like, imagine eating your girlfriend out, and then she's like, wait, Derek used to, like, rub the clit while he would finger me? Like, what the fuck? No guy's gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna be like Derek now. Fucking 2 fingers, babe, how's that? Did Johnny do this? It's not fucking working, all right? So you gotta have a new strategy. Tell them I prefer, and you don't have to say like a fucking robot, but you could be like, hey babe, how about you fucking touch my ass a little bit and stop pretending that it's fucking not there. Then you could be like, all right, fuck, sorry. You could tell them without involving your ex-boyfriend or girlfriend. That's all I'm saying. And to my current girlfriend, Nadine, and my girlfriend of the future, Nadine, if I've done that, I'm fucking sorry, babe. And I think we both know that I've probably said shit like that, but not like really bad. Like, I've probably said, oh my God, this one girl used to do this and it was so fucking bad. I definitely have said that before. I don't think I've said like, do this just like fucking Tiffany did, because that's shitty. So, long story short here, before I get myself in a fucking loop, yeah, for jealous people and people in general, it's not even like this girl's fault for being jealous because the guy talks about it. Nobody wants to hear that shit. So I agree with you there. But she does say, like, you've been with other people, I've been with other people. Let's just shut the fuck up about it. That's fair. I definitely talk about people in my past a lot more in general, whether it's sex or not, just because I'm a big fucking storyteller. I always have, like, and it's usually, I'm trying to make people laugh from it, but there's always, like, something that's like, oh, this reminds me of that person. And then I want to talk about it. I'm a very open person. But as someone that's dating me, that's hard to cope with sometimes because you don't want to always fucking hear stories about their ex. So reading this and even rereading it again right now makes me like, all right, I should probably shut the fuck up a little bit. So thank you, Kaylee, for helping me be a better person. We got a few more responses here. It's not how many they've had. Oh, we read that one. I don't judge, but I like that we've only been together 10 years in August. Wow, 10 years. Fucking congratulations to you guys. Also, how the fuck is that even a thing? 10 years of only having sex with one person that you've only had sex with? Okay, that's where does that make sense to you? 10 years of only having sex with the person that you've only had sex with. That sounds really hard. Maybe it's awesome. I guess I don't know, but no, I definitely don't think it's awesome. But hey, congratulations to you guys. I'm not trying to shit on you. I'm just saying for me personally, I couldn't do it. Absolutely not. I need at least, that's like saying like, I've had chicken and that's it for the rest of my life. Do you want steak? Nope. Do you want crab? Nope. Do you want seafood? Never. I never want to try anything. I only want chicken. It's like you have to be a robot then. You're a robot and there are buttons in your fucking system that are just turned off and you don't even care that they're off and you are a chicken fucking robot. And I mean literally a chicken fucker, okay? Because that's all you want to have sex. You only want to have sex with one person. Anyways, not trying to shit on you guys though. Not in any way. Love you and I hope you're happy and I genuinely mean that, but I realized that I was being a little bit mean. But it's fine. This girl says, this is Erica. Shout out to Erica and Keely and fucking Nicole and Gianna, okay? They always ask me to shout them out in this fucking show, and I never do it. So if you guys are listening, this is a test, because if you made it this far into the episode, you'll hear it. If not, then fuck all of you. But this is from Erica. Depends on if he has STDs. And then she says the amount of people, I'm not going to say the amount of people that she's had sex with, but she said it, and then she says, and I want to be a hoe, ha 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 ha. And I said, it's not hard to be a fucking hoe. I actually said, OMG, LMAO, it's not hard to be a hoe, you idiot. But blank, question mark, I'm so proud of you. I said her number. Yeah, it's not, I mean, if you want to have sex, have sex. You know, it's not hard. Put a condom on, make sure he's clean, and then go to fucking do it. Maybe you're nervous. If you're nervous, honestly, Erica, if you're nervous, then message me because I will fucking help you. Like, have you not learned anything from this podcast? That's probably the only thing that I kind of teach is like stepping out there. I've had people message me, "Hey, I tried this fucking line and it actually worked. Hey man, you've taught me to be a lot more loose with my sexuality, and I've tried this fetish thing and my girlfriend loves it." I've had people message me really cool things, and those things I can't post and show off on my page because it's personal to them. But I know that I have something that I could bring to the fucking table. So if you're nervous or whatever, hit me up and we'll fucking talk about it off the show. Okay, this person's got a fucking long response. I'll do that one last. There's one more and then a long one. This girl, Megan, goes, not really, as long as there's communication on what we both want. The only downside I think is I wouldn't want to be compared to all the other bitches because I could be a little insecure bitch sometimes. As long as they don't have STDs, I think it's fine though. Also, if they've had sex with like 50 people just to say they could get girls to sleep with them, that's annoying and immature, and I'm not about that. Okay. Now, I feel like the last part, Megan, was a little bit of a dig at me, but it's fine. Love you still. We're still friends. Only problem is, I don't think people have sex with a lot of people just to say that they have, like, okay, listen, I guess they probably fucking have, but like, I think that a majority of people that I know, including myself, it's kind of like you don't want to just settle with one person in the moment, and you also like are literally trying different things, and you just want to like broaden your fucking spectrum of sexuality and experience in like literal ways, not like, dude, 17 blondes, 13 redheads, I mean like trying different things with different people. You could have a girl over from Tinder and she could be really strict on like, okay, don't touch my feet, don't fucking slap me, let's just have some vanilla sex, and it could be really great vanilla sex. But then you could have a girl that's like, hey, you could do this, this, and this, just don't touch me here. So everyone's different, and I think that part of having different people, and there's some girls that come in that are like, hey, I want to fuck you with a strap on. And if you're into trying that type of shit, then you do it. So everyone brings different things to the table. Eventually, yeah, the table's full and you've tried it all. But I think a lot of people just have sex with a lot of people because they want to try shit, and I think a little bit of it is ego, it boosts their ego. Hey, I could get this girl, holy shit. But I don't think the simple reason is just to be like, oh, I got to get to 100. I don't know. But at the same time, like that saying makes me think, okay, yeah, people are. But at that point, I think they're just fucking hookers, because genuinely getting like a good relationship with 100 girls and having sex, that takes time. That's going to take fucking years, unless you just unless you're just David Duchovny, fucking Hank Moody from Californication. It's pretty hard to do that, regardless of how good looking you are, because it takes time. And a lot of money if you're like going to bars, going out to eat, whatever. So yeah, and she also says the down part, the insecure little bitch part. It's not that you're an insecure little bitch. It's just not attractive, and I've just talked about that before. So hopefully, Megan, you get a little inspiration there. You're not being insecure. It's just not a thing that people want to hear people talk about. Yeah, I mean, I know, and not in bed, but I know that I've been with my girlfriend Nadine, and I've just said something like, oh, Juliana used to do that. And then she'll be like, cool, I have to go. Sorry, my mom texted me, I have to go. And then I'm just fucked for the day, and I know it, I'm rightfully so, because it's like, all right. And I know that she'll get a little weird, or I'll tell a story and she'll be like, cool, Ange, great. And I'll be like, all right, fucking never mind. But it's really my fault. It's the guy's fault. So don't do that shit. This is the long response, okay? This guy says, or a girl says, There's the ick factor. When you try on underwear or swimming trunks at a store, you keep on your underwear because you don't want your junk where another guy's junk has been unless it's been washed. Okay. Uh, he goes on to say, there's the sharing of the new experience together. Innocence is sexy. The interest in a girl shows because she's experiencing something for the first time is sexy. The studying your junk because she's never seen anything like it before is sexy. Okay, all I'm going to say is big rapist vibes coming out of this guy. And I can say that because he's a Reddit user and I don't know who he is and he doesn't listen to the show. That's very different from the, oh, look, another dick experience. Okay. There's the jealousy factor because some other guy that got a better part of your girl. Okay. I don't ever want to meet a guy who can say, I slept with your wife, but of course she was younger, prettier, and more excited about sex. That there is the marriage thing. A girl who believes in marriage is important enough to put off sex for a girl. That's important enough to put off sex is a girl who probably will take her vows very, very seriously, work really hard to solve any problems in the relationship. But I wasn't a ladies' man when I reached the age where guys and girls started dating around me. There is another reason. I don't want to miss the experimentation stage. I don't know if I said that word right, but I'm not a fucking scientist. If I want to try something, I don't want my wife to say, I already did that with George and I didn't like it, so I don't want to do it again. I certainly don't want to find out she's made some other guy's dream come true by having a threesome, then tell me she doesn't want to make my dream come true because she didn't like it. Okay, that last paragraph I get. Then there's the jealousy thing again. She liked it with the other guy but didn't like it with me. Okay, look. Let me break this response down. The ick factor, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about with the trying on swimming trunks in a store. You don't want your junk where another guy's junk is. I don't give a fuck, man. I'll wash it. So basically, me washing it means she'll fucking take a shower, okay? If she's had sex with 50 guys, cool, take a shower before you come over. Great. Then I'm ready to go. That defeats the whole thing that you just fucking said. So shitty analogy. Next thing, the innocence is sexy thing and like seeing your dick for the first time. That's fucking gross. Like, so far, you seem like a rapist, man. Okay? Then the jealousy factor. I slept with your wife, but she was way prettier and younger. Like, the first three paragraphs here, I would say this guy's raped someone. Okay? Or, like, done some fucked shit. Or he's gotten away with, like, getting with an 18-year-old and he's 45. Or he's into that, you know? The only thing I agree with is the experience part, but I don't think you mean it the same way that I do. I mean it like, well, I guess he does because he says threesome. Like, yeah, a girl trying something for the first time with you is really cool. And like, and it's cool to see if they're going to like it. And it's nice knowing that like I bring it to the table, but I don't want to bring sex to the table or blowjobs or fingering. Like, I want you to fucking figure all that out. I want to bring like handcuffs and fucking shocking and all and like fun weird shit to the table. I guess the threesome falls in that category because it is like a fetishy fun thing. So the last paragraph I agree with, but the first fucking three parts of that is just weird. Okay, and on that note, we're going to fucking end the show, okay? Not forever, just for today's episode, because we're at 40 minutes. We're kind of at time. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I really did. When it comes to sexual topics, if you guys want to message me some ideas, I really enjoy talking about shit like this. And because I think it's the most relatable for me. When it comes to politics, we all know I'm not educated. I'm not that smart in it. When it comes to dating, relationships, sex, that's something that I could fucking play around with. That's my fucking field. When it comes to sales, I'm a little good at it. When it comes to like scary shit, I try, but I'm not great. But this stuff, different ballgame. So yeah, I hope you guys all had a great I hope you guys all had a great week, and I hope you continue to have a great week in your fucking house. Stay inside, try to order shit. If you can't, then do one trip a week to Jewel, okay? It doesn't have to be 7, just do one. and eventually this will all blow over and we'll all have a great time outside. All right. I love you all, and I hope you don't die. I hope we aren't dead soon.